Welcome back to Britain's favourite view.
Next, we're celebrating Britain at play. We're here at the Golden Mile of great British holiday amusements in the Las Vegas of the North. With fond memories of his childhood holidays, David Dickinson is here to tell us why Blackpool is his favourite view.
As a raggy-ass kid from Stockport, south of Manchester, I used to come here to Blackpool for my family holidays. You'd see me scampering around here with a bucket and spade amongst thousands of happy holiday makers. And when I was stood on the sands and looking up at the tower, I knew my holiday had begun. For millions of children on nearing Blackpool, the cries, "Are we there yet?" used to be silenced by the sight of the famous Blackpool Tower. Nowadays, it's more likely to be the big one of the newest Blackpool landmarks in one of the oldest tourist attractions in Britain, and a regular haunt of mine as a kid. Walked in and you saw him laughing like that, and that was part of the atmosphere and the noise of the rides. This really meant that you were here on the pleasure beach. Now this is the famous Big Dipper. This was built in 1921. And when you were a young guy, if you had any buckle, that's the one you had to ride. It was always difficult. You could never walk away with a prize from these kind of stalls. Coming to the Dodgems brings back fantastic memories for me because you met girls here and you could often put your arm around a girl while you were doing the drive. And when you bumped into people, you came nearer to the girl. Once we came out of the pleasure beach, we'd flag down one of these trams here, and then we'd go up the Golden Mile.
First, please.
Yes, please. And your name is?
Mike.
Mike. Now, Pleasure Beach, all the way down the Golden Mile. I used to do this as a lad. I think it was threepence. How much is it now?
£1.50.
£1.50? How long have they been operating, Mike, these trams?
About 112 years, 113 years.
It's just incredible, you know. And I'd forgotten just how great the view was. Golden Mile this side, and of course you've got the beach over on that side. And in the distance there, yes, I can see the tower looming up. Just look at that slender structure. Forget the Eiffel Tower. This is the greatest tower in the world. The tower has dominated the Blackpool skyline for more than a century. It was opened in 1894 and remained the tallest building in the country until the 1950s. A team of 6 men spent 8 years painting the cast iron steel structure from top to bottom in 9 tons of paint before starting all over again at the top. But you really need to go inside to find the true character of the place, with its 400-foot high viewing platform, the circus ring in the base. Blimey, would you like to do that for a living? Well, I certainly wouldn't. And of course, the stunning ballroom. I've come to meet Chris at the Tower Ballroom. He's the guy that plays the world-famous Wurlitzer organ. Chris, isn't it?
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
How are you? Unbelievable to come here and feel the atmosphere again. How long has this been here?
This Wurlitzer was installed in this ballroom in around about 1929. Makes it about 78 years old.
As lads, you know, we'd come to Blackpool, we'd spend the afternoon on the pleasure beach, and then we'd come up here to the ballroom, obviously to meet girls. It was just tremendous. Just look at this room here. I mean, this ballroom is one of the most magnificent, possibly the most magnificent in the world. When you think, a lot of the people that came here were working people.
It was built for the working class people of Yorkshire and northwest of England.
Working in mills, with the grime and poverty that was around, and then coming in here and seeing the sheer opulence of this, I mean...
Completely different world, yeah.
Well, I've done a bit of dancing here, you know. I was here for Strictly Come Dancing. I think
I remember.
This is where I got kicked out.
Well, I voted for you.
Right.
Are you going to give us a twirl anyway, David?
I've just seen a Bobby Dazzler of a girl over there. It brings back memories here in the ballroom. Are you sure you're on your own? This ballroom has seen the fancy footwork of many a famous performer over the years, and hundreds of enthusiasts still make their way here every week to keep that Blackpool tradition alive. Can I walk you home? The joy of Blackpool lies in its rich variety of experiences. It's both gaudy and grandiose, cheap and cheerful, and yet also somehow tirelessly charming. For over 100 years, working families have come here to Blackpool to get away from it, to enjoy a wonderful holiday. It is the most popular family seaside resort in the country. The best place to find the view that sums up everything that Blackpool represents is right here on the North Pier. Further down the Promenade, I can see the fun fair. But the most important thing for me was that building there. It's iconic. It's Blackpool Tower. It's a real Bobby Dazzler.